Hi guys, Tori again from Occasions by Tori. So we're going to do part 2 of the balloon stack, just how I would decorate it. Yeah, so let's just crack on. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. If you haven't watched the first stage, watch it. Very easy, simple steps of how to create a balloon stack. Okay, and please, oh thank you as well for everyone that's put a message on there. Some is like my mum and dad, which made me laugh, and like my hubby, but yeah, there were some people's names on there that I didn't know or recognise, and I thought, oh great, I'm glad that you've benefited from watching it. There's going to be plenty more to come, you'll be sick of seeing me. So let's get started. We're going to talk about the heat sealer. These are either your best friend or your worst enemy, and these are for sealing the bottoms of foils that don't come with a pre-fitted seal. I don't know how you say it, but and they have different heat settings. It's very tricky to get it right. Mine, I have it set quite low. It's literally, I don't know if you can see it. It's like between 2 and 3. But what I do normally have is like an old foil that's battered, that I've got the heat too high, because if the heat's too high it will burn straight through, which is mega annoying, because sometimes if you try to seal it too far up this bit and then it chops it off, you haven't got much room to work with, so you can end up wasting foils. So I have an old one that I ruined ages ago, and every time I use my heat sealer, I check it on that one first to see if the temperature's right. It's just a trick of the trade, rather than use it on your foils, especially if you've only got like 1 or 2 to have a go with. So, right, bear with me. I left my bag over there. Hang on, let me grab it. The weather is horrific, or has been horrific here, and the sun has just come out, which is nice. So that's why I thought, right, let's get this second part of the video done. I'm just looking for my it's right next to me. It's exactly, I don't know why I couldn't see that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is use your hand pump, your good old faithful, and you're just gonna nip it into the opening on the foil there. Can you see? So you're in. You don't want to overinflate these because they'll pop, and you don't want to underinflate them so they look disheveled and like a sad dinosaur. So, interesting with these ones is they have like a separate air compartment on the bum. Okay, and you'll be thinking, well, I've filled that up. Why is that not inflated? Just go steady. Keep going past where you think the norm would be, and then give it a little wiggle, and the air should pop straight in. Oh, this one sounds like it's got a little hole in it. Yeah, it has. Tell you what, I'll fix this one in a minute. Let me just see if I've got another one in my bag. Here we go, I have. And that's why you should always order a couple of these, because do you know what? They are a bit flaky. You'll get a batch where everyone will work perfectly, and then you might get a batch where all of them are just a bit pants, but there we go. You see, it's nice and full. It's not overstretched. You can still squeeze them a bit. And then all you're going to be doing is keep obviously hold it above where the hole is, otherwise the air is just going to come out. And I start heat sealing. So there's the hole there, just above it. So then if I get it wrong, I've got an opportunity to have another go. Once the light's gone off, you press down. Once the light's gone off, I always heat seal it again, just a little bit higher up, just in case. Oh, sorry, once the light's gone off, just hold it down longer, just to make sure it's definitely stuck on. And then all you'll get is just like little, you know, like indentations on it to know it's sealed and it's done. Okie dokies, right. I'm just grabbing my tape. I went and grabbed everything from from the shed earlier because the rain was coming and I've not organised everything in here yet. Here we go. My good old faithful. This is DIY Doctor double-sided premium tape. This is a game changer. So whenever I used to attach foils onto anything, I used to use a hot glue gun and let it cool. And then I got a cool glue gun, but I never got to grips with that. And then I found this. And I think it's carpet tape. Yeah. Oh yeah, for carpet rugs and home office. But it's magnificent stuff. Okay. You need a little bit. And the idea is we're going to be sticking this onto the display. So it's double-sided. So pop it on and then peel that bit off. First I'm going to fasten down the tail because that's always a bit unsightly. So it just looks a little bit more refined and lovely. Okay, so what we're looking now at is really the finished article. All I have done with the leaves at the bottom here is I've just poked them in. They're just poked behind these balloons here. And then all I've done is use some of the double-sided sticky tape. Can you see it there? And just held the leaves back, just a little tap on either one. And the top, same process is I've just used the tape to hold it there, and the same with the little dinosaur. So finishing touches is we're just going to add on just a little more detail. I'm going to do this by using the tiny tab at the top. So again, just like we did right on the first video, is we're going to poke a little hole through the middle. It's already there, is the hole. It just needs, there's just like a little skin on it, you know, like it just needs pushing it out. So, and then take your Suzy Q, which is really called a 260, and you want to just want to poke it through the hole like so, and then we're just going to tie a knot on, just one knot. Okay, then we're going to take the two and using the middle, grab your two ends of the 260 and wrap it around the middle, just once, and then find a neck from one of the balloons and tie it off like so. Okay, and then the remaining 5-inch ones that we blew up earlier, all we're going to do is push it. So again, use the middle, and then use the middle of these and push them together and just hook it around like so. And then you can wiggle them around until it gives you the desired effect. And then any 260 here, you just need to be trimming that off. So I'll give you a close up on the detail, and then what we'll do is I'll just do you a little finishing shot.
Exactly.